Hello, everybody. Live on a Saturday morning. I am feeling pretty good. Always tired, but not complaining. I know it's tough on our day off to to get up in the morning and be together. But to a lot of us, every day is about the same. It's the same for me, at least. So I'll wait for people to come in and let me know if the sound is good. The alerts should be going out right about now. I sent a few community posts out so that way people knew I was gonna be live. What's up, Alex? I'm glad to see you, buddy. Man, I was watching man, I think I wasted like 2 months of my time studying this guy, right? I liked his in-depth Bible knowledge, right? I mean, I watch a lot of pastors, they're all probably equally wrong, right? But some are just out there, right? And this guy was like super detailed and had some good points, some different things that I haven't heard before. But I'm always very careful about like buying into stuff, you know what I mean? And he starts talking about Jesus is the angel Michael, right? This is 2 months into this, right? I'm just hearing this, right? I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of like some Jehovah's Witness type stuff, man. Or so he did say Jesus was God, but it's like why is there always an extra curveball in there somewhere? Yeah, I mean, I agree, Michael, but there's some people that they are perfect on point, but they'll want to move you one little inch, like so not every so for us, right? We're like pretty hardcore Christians, right? And to get us to move off of our faith, right? Um, you can't just come in a red suit with a goatee and a pitchfork, right? You got to come looking like the real thing, and then they move you just a little bit. And I left in discomfort, really, because it's scary to me, because I know that, yeah, I saw that coming, right? And you would see that coming, you guys. But would the normal everyday person see that coming? Or would they just go, oh, that's interesting? You know what I mean? And then you start like thinking, oh, wow, man, what kind of world are we in, man? Where I can't even type in a search, right? Bible study, Bible knowledge, things like that, and then get, you know, something safe, but like it's absolutely crazy, man. Says there's so many pastors that know if they start telling the truth, they'll be fired and thrown out. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I don't know what this guy's motivation was, Because, like, you know what I really appreciate is these, like, old time, like, Kentucky, you know, 15 generations from Kentucky or something. I know that that's not possible. But, you know, since the United States, right, from the country, right? And they learned from their grandfather and their father and their great granddaddy and their uncle's a pastor, and they have like this Bible way, this family way of studying the Bible that's like passed on through generations, that knowledge you can't gain just in one lifetime. I have like a deep respect for that, right? And you could say that with any profession, right? I've seen that in like auto mechanics. I've seen that doctors. I've seen that with soldiers, right? It's like the family business. And so there's like a deeper appreciation for that kind of thing because it's like, wow, these people have like this deep knowledge. Hey, Clutch, what's up, my brother? My brother from another mother. Shoot, we all come from Eve, right? So my brother from primordial Eve. And hey, remember those things that like they tried to get us to believe in grammar school with the Lucy, the half ape, half woman or something like that. And they said that her voice was all screechy. I mean, I was interested in this stuff, man. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. They wanted us to believe in this that Lucy was a half ape, half woman living in Russia, and she had two kids, and they were more human or something. And I used to think this was real, man. You know, they taught this crap to us, and then I mean, I really believed that there was a monkey that could do sign language, man. What was that monkey's name? It was a gorilla or a monkey, and it knew sign language or something like that. But there's no way that a monkey is going to learn. Yeah, Coco. There's no way that a monkey's going to learn. I mean, if it happened originally, wouldn't they like progress in the next 30 years? Like wouldn't there be more of them, and we'd be, you know what I mean? There'd be like 40 monkeys or something like that doing it, unless I haven't gotten really back into that since I was in grade school, but unless they're saying that Coco is some kind of genius, genius gorilla or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Coco, right? Matthew 10. Oh, what's the verse, buddy? What's the verse? Matthew chapter 10. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Right, but what's the verse number? 16. No, 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 it's not. No, no, no worries. I just like to have it. Matthew 10:16. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Yes. Yeah, it's like, you know what? I mean, what are we gonna do, man? Oh, wait, 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 wait. Do you seek us? Okay, so wait, what is it? You have a mandatory. Hold on. Well, hey, I'll say this. I'll say this. Clutch, this is my real honest opinion. I wouldn't I wouldn't tell you this lightly, right? But I'm willing to die on this hill. I don't care if it was completely healthy and good for me and it was exactly what they said. I still don't want it. I don't want, like, you can get me to do stuff and have laws that clutch down on me, right? But as soon as you want to you want to get in, breach my skin, dude. That's that's another level, bro, right? If you're saying that you could just squirt medicine in me or put a chip in me or something like that, nah, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I even told the analogy like this, right? If you said that I got to wear these black pants in order to be able to go to the store or to the the ball game or whatever, right? Now, it doesn't bother me to wear the black pants, but I'm not wearing them because if I wear the black pants, then my kids got to wear the black pants, then their kids got to wear it. You see what I'm saying? Someone's got to stand up at some point, right, and say, yeah, we're not doing it. That's right, man. Never, man. I'm not letting anybody go in my skin, dude. I'm not doing it, man. You know, I know that, I mean, people are going to take that for how it sounds, but there should be a point, right, where we're autonomous, right? I mean, really, it should be our house, right? Nothing should come in my house, right? But I mean, at the very least, can we be body autonomous, right? Can I choose what I want to do with my own, human dignity? I mean, even God gives me a choice, right? God gives me free will to do what I want. And so, yeah, I trust God, man. That's it. And I'm not saying that I'm one of these people that's against medicine, although I should be, right? I mean, if you are in an accident and it's very painful, okay, I can understand not wanting to be in pain anymore. I get that. Or if there's something that you need that, will keep you from being sick or degrading in a bad way. Because I mean, I'm not scared to die, but there's certain things I don't want to die of, if I'm being honest, right? I don't want to die of some degrading, painful disease, right? If I can avoid it, I would like to die of something quick. Yeah, if they force it, man, yeah, I'm going to jail then, buddy. I mean, that's it. If it's jail and well, they're not getting money out of me, but if it's jail or whatever, then that's cool, man. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. How old are your kids at this point? That's a tough one, man. That's the only scenario I could think of where it's tough, you know? Other than having kids and all that, like young kids, um, I would say it's easy. You just don't do it. But when you have a family, it's very tough, man. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. What do you do at that point? I mean, I agree with what you're saying, Michael, and I would say that that's the position I should totally have. But like, if say you're dying of some disease, it's like, gonna make you like fall apart, and you'll linger for a long time like that. When you want to like get some treatment for that so that you die a different way. I don't know. I don't know. I guess prayer is important, right? I mean, if they said, hey, if you don't take this, you'll die tomorrow, then okay, I'll die tomorrow. I don't care. But if they say, if you don't take this, you're going to linger for like a year and fall apart bit by bit or be paralyzed or something crazy. Nah, man. No, man, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? But I guess you pray and it's up to God, right? That's it. Oh wow, you got wow, man, 3-year-old man. That's like starting over. They're growing out of the house. Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know what to say. You know, I know my kids are definitely not ready to make these decisions, but they're old enough to, and it's frightening to me. But all I could do is tell them what I think, and they're their own person, which is hard, man. Because all you want to do is say, no, look, this is what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna skip you over all the mistakes, and you just get in that room and read that Bible, and and I'll make all the choices. But it's crazy how somehow we're not geared that way. We all want to have our own experience, and that 3-year-old, oh, I'm sure. Not a plan, I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Can you imagine though? Like you're like, oh man, okay, I got this many years, man, and if they're not out of the house, at least they're old enough to help out, and then boom, wife is pregnant, starting over. I mean, I had to join the army just to like, if I didn't join the army, they wouldn't have my college money or anything like that. I mean, I mean, it's so hard to put together all this money. Yeah, there's no accidents with God. No way, no way. Perfect plan. Perfect plan. Yeah, that 3-year-old is a blessing. I would just enjoy it. I missed them when they were that age. They were still like they were so loving, right? But like they were still kind of scared of you, so they would do what you said. Like you better get over here. And you just count to three. 1, 2, and they start running over. They don't even know what you're gonna do when you get to three. They're just they fall in line. I miss those days, man. Now if I start counting, they'll be like, "What are you gonna do, old man?" You know what I mean? Oh, you got a cancer diagnosis. What? See, I didn't know this about you, man. You got to come on and tell your story, bro. I think people would love to hear a cancer survivor story. I know that Deb has a good story like that. Cancer survivor. And I think that's amazing, man. Facing that is that's really something. Cuz I was talking to my kids about that scenario, right? Cuz when I was having my stomach problem, we didn't know what it was really. I mean, I suffered for a long time with that, and I was talking to my kids about, if I have cancer, I was like, well, I'm not gonna get treatment. I'm just gonna roll out. But I mean, if it's something easily beatable, I would probably fight it. But if it was, something where I'd have to be, I don't know. I want to go meet God at that point. But it's a tough choice to think about, right? Especially when you got kids, because if they want you here, it's like you want to fight. But shoot, I'm so ready to go meet God right now. I can't wait, man. I want Him to come back so I don't have to die. But I mean, but either way, right? I know it, Alex. I mean, there's people out there that just have like a page of a Bible, and they're grateful to have it. Just a couple pages or something. Wow, you lost most of your kidney. I mean, how would I know if I could give you one of my kidneys or something? Like if you needed the other, like if you needed one, you know what I mean? Like if the other one was messed up, how would I know if I could give one away? Is there like a test you do or something? You could have one of mine if you want. Yeah, it's amazing when you're able to beat a disease like that, man. It's amazing, man. Yeah, I hope Jesus gets here fast. Well, it's already like that in some countries, Michael. I mean, in China, forget about it, man. Forget about it. They tell you got to take down all your pictures of Jesus and the pictures of that guy up there. I forget his name now. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the guy that's in charge now, it's like XI or something, or I don't know how to say his name. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like that. And I mean, there's a lot of countries like that. I used to watch these, documentaries. Now I don't know what to believe now, but I want to believe that a lot of these are true. But watching a lot of documentaries about like really poor countries, like Liberia, basically they have like a civil war revolution every month, and they have all these different like these different factions, and they have their own general, and they fight, man, for every inch. Yeah, North Korea is pretty sad. I mean, now I'm starting to get the sense I don't know if it's real or not, is it real? Like, or is that just like something they show us on TV to get us to think, oh, it's worse over there or something, I mean, I don't know, man. They don't ever show you that much of it over there. I want to see the people and how they are and how we can help. I don't know, man. There's people here that need help, I guess. What's weird is that one out of every four people on the street is a veteran, and we're only 2% of the population. That's crazy, man. What's up, Mitch? I'm glad you came by, man. That's awesome, man. I was thinking about I haven't seen Red in a little bit, and I haven't seen Dee Dee in a little bit. I haven't seen BB in a long time, but I texted her the other day, so I don't know. It's weird not seeing people when they're here. They've been here. Maybe Shepherd's voice will come in. I don't know if she's listening. Yay, Teresa's here. Yeah, everything drives me crazy now, Michael. It's like, why aren't they putting the martyrs on TV? Yeah, man. I mean, they're never going to put anything on TV that's going to glorify God in any kind of way, It's so because isn't that like it backfired on them, right? When they would like feed Christians to the lions, right? They thought that would scare people into not being Christians, but it really showed their faith, right? And it backfired on them. It was like ended up being like the best thing for Christianity, right? Like it ended up like getting people to believe even more. And it's just crazy. Like the human spirit, right? It's just crazy. Hold on, let me take off my sweatshirt. I have my favorite comfy sweatshirt on, but now it's getting too hot. Toasty warm. Yep. You're eating a big meal? Oh man, now I'm hungry, man, because I wasn't really that hungry. I mean, I can make my little paste or whatever that I eat in the morning, but I wasn't that hungry. But if you're eating like 20 eggs and a pack of bacon, I can see it too. It's the pile of breakfast. Yeah, he's out in the woods, man, chopping trees and stuff, man. Yeah, you need to eat a big old meal. He's got like a 4 pound slab of deer on the side of his plate. Yeah. Oh, I would love Michael. You wouldn't even know. That would be my ultimate way to go, man. And when I tell that to people, this is what's crazy, right? Is when I tell that to people, they think I'm nuts, man. They think I'm like, what? You want to die? I'm like, no, I don't want to die, but like, I have no fear of this, right? Like, is it that God puts it in you that you're not scared? Or is it normal to, you know? People look at me like I'm crazy, man. I'm like, what do you mean? Just one quick slice or something like that? Like, just someone get me with a sword or something? Boom, I'm ready. I'm ready today. They could come right now. And I am I'm not, I'm not opposed to that at all. That's the same to me as being raptured, you know? Yeah, but I think like aren't some people like maybe God just makes some people like that without fear, like for these moments, right? For these last days. And some people have a different instinct, right? Maybe a survival instinct to witness to other people or something. I don't know. Like, I wonder if we're all the same in that way, you know? Because when I bring it up to people, even people with pretty strong faith are like, "What? You're nuts, man." Yeah, it's like I'm ready to die, man. Like I'm like I can't wait for Jesus to come back. They're like, "What? No, I want to wait like another week. I want to wait like another 2 years. I got things going on." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Things going on? I want to be glorified and without sin and yeah, I'm ready to roll, man." Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, like if we're gonna be here, right, we got to do our best, right? But I want him to come back not just for me, right, but just because there's pain in the world going on, right? There's people out there getting abused, and as soon as Jesus comes back, that's all over. You know, they'll be safe, and it's more than just about me. I'm ready for him to come back now, right now. Yeah, I don't fear man at all, man. Not at all. I mean, I don't want to be in a lot of pain and I don't want to be like super hungry, but I'm not afraid of it. Definitely not. Well, someone explained it to me like there's a difference between fear and being scared, right? Like like it's okay to be scared if there's a snake right in front of you or something, right? But it's not okay to be afraid that there's gonna be a snake, you know? Like if it's right in front of you, then like being scared is okay, right? But the fear of it happening, right? You can't think about what ifs, man. You got to live in the moment, you know, because there's too much to think about. I mean, nothing wrong with being like aware, right, of things, right? But fear can cripple you. Fear could be probably like the thing that can cripple you the most, right? You knew I was a snake when you let me in. Yep. I mean, as soon as your president says something like that, I don't care if it's a joke or a poem or whatever, right? I mean, what are we doing, man? And and the medical thing with the snakes around it, and then you got the money sign, right? It's like two bars, right, with a snake wrapped around it. I mean, everything has got like some kind of serpent on it, right? I mean, Venmo is Venom, kind of spelled different. D Live is devil, you know, it's devil backwards or whatever. And there's all these anagrams, right? Like the two variants that they have, if you combine them together, it's media control. And if you, it just the one with the O is moronic. It's crazy, huh? It's like they're mocking us, man. It's in our face, you know. Luke 17:13. Whoever tries to keep their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life will preserve it. Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing about this life that I love. Nothing. I mean, I love my kids, right? But I'm saying like the narrative itself. I'm not. There's nothing about it. I wouldn't mind living in this earth if Jesus was here, right? And all the people with rebellious spirits can bounce. And then if I was made incorruptible where I couldn't sin anymore, I would like that because I don't want to ever sin anymore. It's gross. You know what I mean? Protect his flock and bounce a bird off my window. He bounced a bird off your window. Well, did you hit a Did you hit a bird? Is that what you're saying? Are you driving and watching this, or is that like your window at home? Oh no, AJM, my good friend, man. You need to stop by every single show, AJM. I don't want no excuses. We're in this crap together, man. Oh, you're eating breakfast and and hit sent a bird bounced off my window. Oh my god, that's so crazy. It hit his house. Poor bird. Isn't that messed up, man? That goes to show you, right? That we're not really supposed to have buildings and windows and stuff, man, because birds, if you can't exist naturally, then something's wrong. Something's off. Luke 9:24, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love stuff that's written in so many places that you can't get it wrong, right? So wonderful. So what kind of drama's going? Oh, I shouldn't ask. I was gonna ask what kind of drama's going on. I don't care though. Oh, the bird flew away. Oh, that's cool. Usually when that happens, the bird is not okay. Usually the dog or the cat will get it. You know, which is a shame, but it's circle of life, I guess, right? But that's good that he was okay and flew away. Sometimes I'll say things and I'll wonder, man, is that some kind of old pagan term or something like that, like circle of life? I know karma is, right? Like, so instead of karma, I try to say you reap what you sow, because it's the same concept, right? You get back what you put out there, but you're saying it in a way that's like from the Bible. Yeah, I'm not the gossiper, but I don't mind like when people that don't have a platform need to vent what's going on with them specifically. So like if somebody was trolling them hard, right, then I wouldn't mind processing that. You know what I mean? But for me, I mean, I don't care. I got my own thing going on over here. I got big things going on, man. Big things on a Saturday morning. Having the Bible close. That's right. Well, I like looking it up online better, only because you can do keyword search. I mean, I don't like putting it in Google, that's for sure. But if there's like a Bible site that has like its own search, right? But see, they'll put the KJV 21 in there instead of the KJV, um, was it 1611? Or no, there's one that Alex said was better. There's one that Alex said was better, not 1611, but 17 something. I forget now. Alex, can you put it in there? I forget it, but the one that says Holy Bible on it. The world is the platform, supermarkets, cities, streets, corners. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I know, Faith. I know. 1611 is the best, but we use the 1769 revision. Oh, okay, I get that. I get that. I know that you know, Faith, that you already knew. Sometimes that's important to people. Like it is, because they're like, "Oh no, I want you to know that I already know," and you're like, oh, "Okay, okay, I get it. I feel you on that." I totally do. I get that. What is it, Sue? What the? Oh, you always say something weird, Adrian. What is this? Sir Sir Twayton Bible. Oh, what are you saying, HM? I don't even know. That's a new word for me. Put it in English so I could read it. I don't know what that means. I never even heard of that, man. I'm afraid to say it. This is kind of like street corner. Yeah. I mean, yeah, basically, right? This is kind of like yeah, it's enough of a platform to get like 10 or 20 people here, you know? I mean, I don't know. I used to get 100 views, now it's 70, 60 something. I don't know. I don't feel like it's less though, but it is what it is. You asking me to do the work for you? Well, what is that? No, but what is that word, man? Oh, Septuagint. That's what you meant to say. You meant to say Septuagint, not Sirtuatin. I get what you're saying. Now I get it. Well, I mean, like, would I read like a Martin Luther Geneva Bible or something? Maybe. I mean, but like, yes. I mean, so yes, I would prefer to read the King James 1611 first time it was put in English, right? I would prefer that because the first time it's in a new language, right? That's it's your best bet, I think, because I think the Bible gets printed in the language that's most commonly used, right? Whenever another language becomes bigger, it goes to a bigger uh a different language, right? And now that English is the dominant language, right? I believe that the Bible is God's word, perfect, because if it wasn't, right? If it wasn't the first translations in each language, then nothing is true in this world, If you're saying 10% of it is wrong, then nothing is true because which 10% is wrong, And with every verse that I've ever read, right, like has come true in its application in my life. Does that make sense? Like if you resist the devil, he will flee from you. That's true, right? Or no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's true too. Like these things have come true in real time when I've applied them in prayer, right? And so you could say all day long that there's this kind of contradiction or that kind of contradiction. I mean, I don't believe that, right? And I could find a way to explain it, but I definitely you'd have to explain why verses come true in real time. Hey, what's up, Lady Love? That's awesome that you came by to say hi. Yeah, you're always nice. I try to be nice to everybody. Yeah, when you're living in the spirit, right? Nothing in the world can make you bend, right? I mean, it's impossible. Nothing could move me off my spot right now because you see the power. You like you're witnessing it all around you happening and coming true, and things making sense. You see things coming, right? And now, Clutch. Now, when you say that, right? Now, when you say books being left out, right? I I view it a different way. I view it that there are books that are true that are out of the canon. It doesn't mean that they're not true. I would just say that I wouldn't give it moral authority over my life, as in each verse something I have to apply. But there are true books, right? True true books from that time period that if they are quoted in the Bible, right, I would believe that it's a true book all the way. And so I think that non-canonical stuff has value, you know, but I only the 66 books um, I put as a moral authority on my life. Does that make sense? Right? Because it leaves it open for both things to be true in the sense that if all you had was non-canon books, would you be okay? Would you still know Jesus? You know, would you be able to get there somehow? You know, I don't know. Well, see, like here's the thing, right? Like they tell us that, right, Clutch? This is the history they tell us. But how do we know? How do we know that all these councils and all this stuff and even if it is true, right? Let's say it is true, right? Let's go with the that it is true. Don't you think God would know what we would have at this point? Because to say that books were taken out and that God has no power to put them back is absurd to me. I think God knew exactly what we would have at this point. Because if you create the beginning from the end, you know, yeah, I see what you're saying, Clutch. No, I see what you're saying. I mean, it's depends on how you look at it, right? I would say this: the things that I know are that the Bible is true, that Jesus is the only way to salvation, Jesus is God, the Earth is flat in geometric orientation, and the Earth doesn't move. Things I know, right? Things I believe to a high degree. I believe that China is there. I believe that there's a country called Italy, and that some of my family are from there, right? Like, I believe these things to a high degree, right? But I don't know them for sure, right? Do I believe that George Washington existed? Yeah, pretty much, right? But do I know it? I don't know that, right? Anything 100 years ago is like I can't go back to past my great grandfather, you know. And yeah, Catholic used to be the Universal Council of Christians, right? And then it became a brand name of a church, kind of like Kleenex, right? And now they call everything a Kleenex, right? But it used to be tissue, you know. What did she say? What did she say? AJ, yeah, he is. No, he is a spicy meatball, man. Sometimes, sometimes AJ will type something, man, and he knows he should delete it. He knows it. He knows that he shouldn't push send, but he can't help himself. He has to push it. He knows this. You know what I mean? You know, I should not send this information. I'm gonna delete it, but he sends it anyway. And he knows it's true. Don't even deny it. Yeah, I think we have all the information we need. I think. I mean, you don't think so, Teresa? I would love to be able to see it, right? You think so, Shulamite? I don't know. I don't know. That's a bold statement right there. You don't agree that that's a bold statement, at least, even if it were true? I would say that I barely do know about salvation at this age in my life. There's probably deeper stuff that I don't know about. Yeah, yeah, I know. In that moral dilemma, I shouldn't push this button. I know I shouldn't. I know I need to delete it, but I can't help myself. I have to push the button. Hey man, some of us, God made you and then he broke the mold, you know? There's no there's no way to, you know what I mean? You can't cage a lion or whatever. You could take the lion out of the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out of the lion, you know? That's why you feel froggy and sarcastic. What's up, Chris? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So um I didn't see what your answer was to that. But that's a pretty bold statement to say that, though. I think that if I don't know, with the Bible we have, I think we have enough. I think if I have a Bible, that's enough. You know. Now I don't know how perfectly enough. I think it's perfect, exactly enough. But is there more information that we could have? Sure, I can buy that, right? Yeah, there's a lot of books labeled Gnostic, yeah. But see, you got to be careful with some of those, right? Like, how do we like how do we know, you know? Because there's a difference between a book from that time period and the Word of God, right? I would think, you know. I mean, some books it's clear that it's inspired, right? Because I'm thinking like there's a lot of like made up history to make you think that the Bible could be messed with, right? And then somehow that's a because I mean I'll just say this: it says a lot of times in the Bible not to be deceived, and I'm very careful to dig in on anything if I don't know it. I'm very careful to say that I know and I don't know, even if I am with you and I believe it with you, you know. If I don't know it, I leave it open that I could be wrong, you know. Yeah. Ooh. You put a lot of meat on that bone with that sentence right there. I'd have to break that down and think about that, Shulamite. Not that I disagree. It's just a lot. It's a lot to consider there. Yeah, they're gonna start. Well, they're already doing the one world religion. That's happening. It's not about they're gonna do it. They're doing it, and everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to go down. You know, it almost in an eerie kind of way. I used to think, oh yeah, they're doing it like how the Bible is, but I just think that's how creation is, right? They're just doing what it is that you know what it is that what they do, and it will be the way God wrote it. You know, so many. I mean, we can't even get Christians to read the Bible at this point. I mean, I've only been reading the Bible 4 or 5 years, right? But people have come up and said I know a lot. Like, you know what I mean? And it's a shame, right? Because every Christian should be reading the Bible. I mean, every day. I mean, sometimes I don't even feel good, man, if I don't read the Bible. Like physically, like I don't even physically feel good. Those are the signs that follow those who truly believe. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to walk on water though. I'd probably run. Like if I if I was able to at least get on there, I'd try to make it count. I'm like, has anybody run on water yet? Yeah, reading scripture is food for your brain and spirit. Yep. I even think physically it makes me feel like when I'm not feeling good or I'm feeling kind of run down, sometimes I think it physically makes me feel better. I don't know, maybe that's just in my brain, but I believe it. Maybe that's what it has to be. All right, guys. It's time to hit the old dusty trail. And let me read this last scripture here. Matthew 23:9, and call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your father which is in heaven. And that's absolutely true, right? Absolutely true. Yeah, I wouldn't even say I disagree with that. There's a lot to that's a big sentence. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot to think about. And so I'll say this. Oh, thank you. Right. Right. All right. So praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. And uh, all glory to God. Pray for the children, please. And I will see you guys at um, 5 p.m. California time. Love you.